Dishes. We've got a couple different setups here because we're gonna have a look from over here. We're gonna have a look from over there. So we're trying a different setup today. We had an initial review the other day with Kosmos. We had the shitload line, and then one video that hasn't gone out yet is we did a review of the two Gringos Chupacabra. You'll notice I'm talking a little bit faster today. Some feedback that I've gotten is that no one wants to sit and watch a 25 or 30-minute video, so I'm going to try to get more information, more value to you guys in a shorter amount of time. So today we're going to try for the first time chicken lollipops. Now what a chicken lollipop is that we are going to take the end of the drumstick, we're going to roll it back a little bit, cut the gristle off, and then we're going to pull it down to the meat side. We're going to set it on the smoker. We're going to get it on there at probably about 325. And we're going to season it up. We're going to season 5 or 6 up with Kosmos, 5 or 6 with the shitload. I think this is good shit. And then we're going to season up 5 or 6 with the Gringos. We're also going to make a sauce and we're going to cut it, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So right now we're going to get some drumsticks. We're going to get them prepped up and ready. All right, so first thing we're going to do is I've got some water running right now. We're going to get the chicken wings. We're going to wash them off. You got to wash the chicken. We're going to wash the chicken and then we'll get it up here. All right guys, we're back. We have our chicken. We have it thawed out here. So what I'm going to do to save an essence of time is I'm going to try to do this once, or maybe I'll do 1 or 2 of these, and then what we'll do is we will get them all set up, and then we'll just kind of play through the rest of it. So what you want to do is you want to pull the meat down. We're going to make a cut here, and then the idea is to separate the tendons that are on here, and then we're going to actually pull it over the knuckle. So you want to make sure that you're cutting all the way to the to the bone, excuse me, all the way to the bone. And see that tendon here is what's really going to give us some trouble. I feel like, there we go. Again, this is my first time, so we're doing this together. Well, it would have come over if I'd cut all of the tendon. All right. From the research that I've done, it seemed to be a little bit easier than what I'm making it look like. All right, so you have that down. Oh, looks like we still got some connective here. You can kind of clean that up a little bit. Obviously this is just gonna go in the trash. Then we want to pull it down. And I'll get some scissors here and trim that up. But there we go, we have a little lollipop. Now, some people will actually trim this side to make it help stand up easier, but I'm not going to do that, as this is just my first attempt at it. Another thing that you can do is that there will be that little small bone that when you're eating a drumstick that comes down the side, you can actually play around with this and get that one to come out. But actually, maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll play around with that. Maybe I'll figure out an easier way to do that. And never mind, there it is. All right, so we're gonna get some scissors and we'll get that trimmed up. But yeah. Of course, my first one's not gonna, but there it is. All right, so we're gonna do a couple more of these, And then we'll speed through the rest of that, and then we'll get it together when they're all done, and then we'll get our rubs on there. All right. So we've got 2 done. We're gonna get some more done. Again, that one a little bit easier than the first one. Again, the biggest thing is you wanna make sure that you're cutting all the tendons around, and then you're gonna peel it right over the top of the knuckle, and then push the rest of the meat down, and it looks just like a lollipop. So we're gonna get the rest of these done, and I'll be back once we have those 15 done, and then we'll get the rubs ready to suit them up. So, all right guys, we're back. It took some time to get all these done, so I'm glad that I didn't have the video going, because it was probably been like a 30 or 45 minute video. Granted, it's my first time ever trying it. Trying to make sure that we cut it down, we cut all the gristle off, the tendons off. It did take some time. I see why people don't do 15 at a time. I think this will be super fun, and again, it's just something that we're going to try. The 3 sauces that we're going, the 3 rubs that we're going to use in this row is going to be the good shit. We're going to use Kosmos dry rub, the honey chipotle killer bee, and then we have the chupacabra, 2 Gringos chupacabra Cluckalicious. So what we're going to do, you'll notice from the last time, I have aluminum foil on the ends, and that, again, they're cut a little bit short, but what this is going to do is, as far as presentation is going to be, it will help keep the bone from drying out and becoming dark. It's not going to probably look that way, and presentation is not really just that important right now, just because this is the first time that we've done it, and we're just going to eat it here around the house. So again, we're gonna get these seasoned up. All right, so we've got them seasoned up. They've been sweating a little bit. What I've found is that I don't have one of those drumstick racks. I've ordered one, and one will be here on Tuesday, but I'm making this video not on Tuesday. So my wife and I tried to make a makeshift holder, so we're gonna put it in this pan. We're gonna try to get it lined up. Once we get that done, then we'll get it out there on the smoker. Sorry, don't know which camera to look at. It's 325. We're gonna try to keep it on there for maybe an hour, 2 hours. We'll see how it goes. We wanna get since this is dark meat, we wanna make sure that we get it above the 165. 165 is usually what you do for chicken breast. For dark meat, you wanna keep that around 175 to 180. And that's where it's gonna give you that great texture that you're gonna wanna try to create a sauce to dip our drumstick lollipops in, our chicken lollipops. What we want it to be a little bit sweet, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use some Sweet Baby Ray's, sweet and spicy, which is one of my favorites and a household favorite. We're gonna cut that with a little bit of pineapple juice, which will give a little bit of kick, a little bit more of a sweetness. And then something that I saw on a video that I watched was that there was curry paste added to it to just give it another layer of flavor. So we're gonna try to add a little bit of red curry paste in there as well. So I don't have exact measurements. What I do is I just kind of eyeball it. So what we're gonna do, let me get this out of the way. We're just gonna get some Sweet Baby Ray's in the pot. I would say this is probably about a cup, if I had to eyeball it. So it's about a cup. What we're gonna do is we have some organic pineapple juice. Whew, man, that smells good. Oh, and I did not want to use a spoon. We're gonna want to use a couple tablespoons. Do 1 and 2. We're gonna go 3. All right, so we got 3 tablespoons of pineapple juice, and then we're gonna use, this is why you always have paper towel handy. Then we're gonna use a little bit of curry paste here. I'm just gonna say that's a spoonful. What would you say, a teaspoon, tablespoon? Teaspoon? Tablespoon? I did not get a whisk handy, so what we're gonna do is just gonna whisk this up. Now, the biggest thing, ooh, that's fancy. I definitely want to get a whisk to get this, do a little whiskey business here. But what the biggest thing is that you want to make sure is that this is warmed up and that we don't want to use this at room temperature is okay. You don't want to put this cold onto the meat. And again, we're going to be adding this as a glaze. So we're just going to take it, we're going to dip it in there, and then we're going to get it right back on the smoker. And this will allow it to caramelize, and it'll be that finishing glaze, that extra added touch that we'll have coming out of there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this mixed up a little bit. We're gonna get it warmed up a little bit closer to when those drumsticks get to 175. So when we get up to about 165, 170, that's when we're gonna go up and dip these in and then get them back on the smoker. So we'll see you then. The smoker's at about 330 right now. We're gonna get these on there for about an hour and then we'll come back and check them. Wow, so they have a nice skin to them, and it looked pretty good. Pretty good. Little drumsticks here. Okay. So all right. So all we're gonna do is take it. We're gonna dip it down. Kind of shake off any excess and get it right back in. And because we use a thicker sauce, we're not going to need to use a lot of it or dip it multiple times. Man, that looks so good. We got them all cooked up. We're going to get them back on the smoker for about 20 more minutes. And we'll temper them one final time to make sure that they're at at least 175 range. And then we're ready to dig into them. So let's get them back on so we can get something to eat. Hey everybody, we're back. We just finished up, got them off the grill. They look amazing. Now, I'm trying to see if you guys can see in the shot here. They look absolutely just amazing. This is those lollipops. We got the foil, which kept it a little bit, they're still a little bit dark on the edges, but that's fine. Again, we used, on these first 5, we used the 2 Gringos Chupacabra, Cluckalicious. On the middle row, we use Kosmos Q, Chipotle, Killer Chipotle, Honey Chipotle, Killer B. I was gonna get it at some point. And then on the last row, we use the good shit. Camera battery is dying, so we want to make sure we get through this. So, which one do you want to try first? Cluckalicious. All right. So here you go. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just do it by myself. Say my prayer. Okay. Wow. And as you guys can see right here, we got that great smoke ring, and that came from that post oak, and it came from that hickory. Oh man. That rub that we made. Not the rub, but the barbecue sauce that's dipped in is nice and caramelized on the top. Wow, that's really, really good. That Cluckalicious is by far one of my favorites. All right, we gotta speed through this. So, all right, this is the honey, whatever you tell me.
Honey Chipotle Killer B by Kosmos Q.
The chicken tastes really good. The chicken tastes really good. I gotta be honest, like the rub on the other hand, I'm not really, I can taste that sweetness, but it's more, I think it's more overpowered by just how good the sauce is. I'm not feeling like when I bite through it, I'm not tasting an undertone that's really anything stand out. I'm sorry. That's my honest opinion. All right. So 2 down, obviously, shrimp crab is the number 1. All right, and this is the good shit. All right. The good shit has a punch flavor. Like, it's very sweet, it tastes really good. And you can taste it. Like, so as you're biting into it, you taste the sauce. But then as you bite further down into it, then you're actually getting the rub. And it tastes really, really good. All right. So out of the night, hands down, Cluckalicious by 2 Gringos, absolute favorite. I do like this. Doing these lollipops, they were something different, something new, something kind of fresh and exciting. I will be honest with you, it did take me a long time. And granted, it may be just because it's my first time, it may be because it's something new. It did take me a long time to get all 15 done, so please make sure that you're mindful of your time if you're gonna do this process. I do think it's fun. I think it presents very well, especially like when we have parties and things post COVID-19. We'll definitely try to do this and make it fun for our guests. But again, my number 1 favorite would be 2 Gringos Cluckalicious, which I will definitely use again. And then good shit was number 2. Cosmos, again, I will try it again. But sometimes just rubs don't fit your particular palate, and this is mine, and there's probably thousands of people out there, and it's award winning, so there's a lot of people out there who love it, so don't take my advice, definitely go out and try it yourself. Again, thank you guys for the video, or watching the video. Definitely click, like, and subscribe. There will be a bell notification somewhere over here. Definitely, thank you if this is your first time, thank you for joining and checking out the video. If it's not, thank you. Make sure you hit the notification so you get to see all of our new dishes that we try. A shout out to Jake, as he's the one that gave me the suggestion for doing these chicken lollipops. So again, thank you guys for your support. I love it. We're trying new things, and we'll see you on the next Dell's Dish.